Hey, this is Sensibility Speaks. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
This channel discusses trending topics, celebrity news, and reality TV.
All right, y'all, let's get into it. Let's talk about Tyrese. So, as we know, the court has ordered him to pay $636,000 in child support and legal fees, okay? He says that everything will be appealed. So, his attorney, Tanya Mitchell Graham, stated that at least 30 things beyond the scope of the law was mishandled and flat out egregious and illegal. Oh my goodness. So Tyrese said that his ex-wife Samantha originally paid $7,500 only to retain her attorney over 2 years ago, and although she makes about $15,000 a month, almost $150,000 a year, she ended up with two different law firms and racked up legal fees almost $500,000 plus. Ooh, child. And they never asked for another dime because they were banking on the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And after his attorney asked their attorney, why have they represented Samantha for free for well over 2 years and she can clearly afford to pay her own legal fees, they both said, we really like her and people like me too, but not enough to carry over 2+ years in legal fees without paying anything. And he goes on to lament that the family law court system really effing sucks. It's all a process. We will appeal. Ooh, child. So now I'm going to play a snippet from the lead attorney. He actually went to the court hearing, right? And so he was boots on the ground. Oh my God, he is hilarious. He's a trip. He's a little colorist, but he's funny as hell. But who else is colorist too? I digress. Because remember, Tyrese married his black queen, right? Child. So let's listen to this. And then I'm going to play some other clips, as I said before. And afterwards, I want you to listen to some clips of Tyrese and his new girlfriend, child. Ooh, child, they are a hot mess. But listen to that as well. And then y'all drop down in the comments after it all and tell me what you think. Let's listen. Okay, so I added a little bit more to it, and I didn't hear this part before, but I want y'all to hear this. I'm like, what in the Kevin Samuels bullshit is this? All the objectifying and all this. Y'all just listen. I mean, he does get to the more serious part to where he actually speaks to Tyrese, but I want y'all to hear this other mess first, but I figure I better warn you first.
Prenups don't work. Prenups don't work. I'm glad there's an attorney in the goddamn space. I'm not in the manosphere, but just in the men-centric space. Prenups absolutely work. Tyrese had a prenup. Tyrese got fucked in the ass. What does Nazar say? I thought prenups protect us, bruh. What happened? That's such a good question. I'm so glad. We're going to talk all about it, Nazar. And this is why young men need to watch this. This is why young men need to watch this. But we're going to get into it. I wanted to get into it from LaShane's, but I had to grab that one. I'm going to read the rest of them too. But let me start it out. So I'm supposed to wake up to go to this damn prayer at 8:30. Let me start it out. So I'm supposed to wake up to go to this damn prayer at 8:30. I'm retired. So I'm hitting the snooze button like a mother. I get up, man, hop in the shower, get dressed. Let me go to the goddamn. I was really not even planning on going, but I had canceled some consultations just to go to this. So get dressed, get in my car, drive down to the courthouse. It's like 10 miles away. Now, I'm thinking that I've missed the prayer, right? But everybody's in there, because he had called on Andrew Young. He had called on Jesse Jackson, on all of the brothers of the Islam, right? All the Muslims. He had called on TMZ. He had called on all the bloggers. He had called on everybody. So I was like, man, I hope it don't stink up in there. It's just going to be packed. And Tyrese is famous, right? Everybody knows this dude. Everybody remembers, 33 years ago when this dude got on that damn bus. Everybody knows this dude. So I walk through security, go up to the damn floor, walk into the courtroom trying to find a seat. Packed, right? All these people. It was about 7 niggas up in there, man. Wasn't nobody in there. Nobody showed up. He called on all of these people. Nobody showed up. I was like, hello? Like nobody was there. No one cares. Everybody's living their own lives. No one gives a shit. It's like, why you naming me? I ain't going down to your shit. Did you come to my shit? That's the thing about men. And shout out to Tyrese. He's a strong brother. I talked to him. We were face to face. I talked to him outside for damn 5-10 minutes. He's calling on all these people to come to support him when he's getting messed over. But did he show up to all these other dudes when the other dudes get fucked over? Wasn't nobody up in there, man. It was me. It was Bruiser, who's a YouTuber. It was infamous Sylvia, who's a YouTuber. It was Dennis, who's a YouTuber. It was more YouTubers, really, than anybody else. We were just like, it was us four. And then 4 other black people sitting back there in the corner. That was it. When nobody up in there. So I was like, well, I guess we'll see what happened. And so I sit on the front row, right? Reserved for attorneys. Take my place. I'm wearing a suit. I showed up, man. I should have worn the fat suit, but I had the regular suit. And old girl come in. I recognize her instantly. I'm telling you guys, this girl, at 35 or whatever with a kid, if you want to call her adjustable 8, I'll take that. I'll allow that. But at 24, at 25, they say this girl was a baddie. I can just tell. It was some damn Pocahontas red bone action. 25 years old, you catch you a Pocahontas? Come on, man. Red. I was like, damn. I see why Tyrese. It's a 9 all day. When she was 25, I don't care what y'all say. She was a 25, no kids, right? But she was 9 all day. So I could see how she could land someone so high value, right? Plus, shout out to Logan. I was about to say this. Plus, David said colorist comments coming. She was at most 5'3". I really couldn't tell because she had on heels. 5'2", 5'3". Y'all know me, man. If I catch a girl anywhere from 4'10" to 5'3", oh my God. You get you one of them little 4'11" girls, you can just put in the damn wash and dry. Just get your ass up in there. I'm sick. Listen, I can't do nothing with these girls that are like 6'1". At any rate, she come in. Now, she come in with 2 attorneys and then 2 white male attorneys. And then Tyrese's attorneys were 2 black women. The lead attorney for Tyrese, well-known attorney down here. Been practicing 31 years or something. She get after it. So we start up, the judge comes out. Now, y'all know about this damn judge, man. Apparently, This judge has been wilding out. You know, this judge called Red a bitch. Called her a bitch, according to Tyrese, when the attorneys were back, when they were back in chambers. Judge was wilding out. And I made a video about this judge 6-7 months ago. He was treating Tyrese like dog shit. He was so disrespectful to Tyrese. Tyrese, who probably makes 20 times what this judge makes, but the judge was trying to sun him. If we're going to be honest, this judge was trying to sun Tyrese, telling Tyrese, a grown man, you need to think about your child. Imagine being a grown man, raising a child, loving a child, doing all the, and then some, you know, not to bring race into it, but I'm in the South, all right, excuse me. Having some old white guy tell you to think about your kid. When that kid you're raising up, that kid came out your ball sack. Disaster. None of us are perceiving reality correctly, but you want to be very close. You want your perception and reality can never be one and the same. You're limited because you're a human being, but you want it to be close. You never want the reality and your perception to be so far where there's a big gap. And unfortunately, what Coach Greg is saying is like, there's a big gap. There can be a really big gap. Look how close their heads are together, but at the same time, there's a really big gap. You know? And now she's off living her best life. And our man Tyrese, man, I was standing outside with him talking in the hallway, and Tyrese was hurt. He motioned for me to come outside with him. I went out there, man. It was like, I had to like get in close because he talks really low like this. He talks low. And he was like, you know, I never cheated on her. I don't know why she divorced me. I still love her. He said, I remember the first time we went out. I took her to Red Lobster. He said, I told her at Red Lobster that you were going to be my wife. He said, that's what I told her. He said, I didn't think we were ever going to get divorced. He says, I'm a good guy. He looked me dead in the eye. He said, you know, I don't drink. He said, I've been around some powerful people, man. I've been around some people with money, like, money. I know you make your little YouTube money. I've been around people with money. And they've tried to pressure me to drink. I don't drink. He says, she's divorcing me. She's putting me all through this. He says, he told me, look me dead in the eye. I said, I still don't know why she divorced me. She never told me the reason. She said that, he said that. We were talking outside. Shout out to Coach Greg. And he said that he was on a movie set and she called him from Atlanta. And she said, you know what? I'm done. Shout out to Coach Greg. I'm not happy. And so he left the movie set. He rushed out. And because he rushed out, they were still filming. And they were trying to get him back, and he wouldn't come back because he wanted to go down to Atlanta. And they were threatening him with suing him for $400,000. This is what he told me. We were like face to face in the hallway. He said they threatened to sue him for $400,000 because he left like 4 hours early and everybody was there. They hadn't finished shooting yet and everybody was there, but he was already going to the airport. And he said that when he talked to her and let her know that he was flying down to try to save his marriage, she called all these people and just had, everybody hitting the house and boxing stuff up. Just had tons of people rush to the house and was boxing shit up. And he was in the air when he found out about all these people in his house boxing, quote unquote, her stuff up, moving her stuff out. And, when he got down there, they had gone and just so much shit was taken from the house. So he had to go back because they were still shooting. So he landed and she's gone. So 4 days later, he asked, trying to get her back. She won't come back. He told me, he was like, man, I had to go back. So 4 days later, I knew that if I go to the airport and I'm up in the air, what do you think they're going to do? I was like, they're probably going to come back in your house. He was like, yeah. So what I did was I just changed the locks after 4 days. And then she was like, do you know she tried to tell the judge that, I locked her out of the house? I mean, I didn't lock you out of the house. I changed the locks after 4 days after you abandoned the house. But that's because I'm leaving. I'm going back upstate.
I was with a woman named Samantha for 5 years. We got married. We had a 1-year-old beautiful child named Soraya. And she just left me out the blue. And never came back. And I never cheated, no physical domestic violence, no side chick, no infidelity, nothing. No going through my phone and seeing something was going on, nothing. As a matter of fact, it ain't funny, but the running joke is the only other woman I kissed in 5 years was Naomi Harris' forehead in the movie Black and Blue. Didn't even get no lips out of it,
So you don't think she ever loved you?
I don't think she ever loved me. Because if she did, it wouldn't be that easy to leave. So, I'm in a new relationship. I've been with my girl now for 2 years, and she's incredible. She's sweet, she's kind. Probably the most patient and nurturing woman God could have ever sent me. Because there's nothing more uncomfortable than getting in a relationship with someone while they're in the middle of a departure from their ex.
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you healed?
No, but I haven't healed like all the way.
So why not be single first?
That's not my choice.
Elaborate. What do you mean?
Well, it's not meant for everybody to be alone after a painful, depressing breakup, because that's how people kill themselves. Some people go into a state of depression and they never get out of it because they want to isolate and say, until I get all my shit together, I don't even want to give love a shot. I think love can help you to love again if you allow yourself. So I think, I think that's a tradition that a whole lot of women I find could find themselves sticking to. I know niggas is like, niggas, soon we break up, we in the club, we out. That wasn't my approach. But I knew that I was so traumatized and shook and confused that I did not need to be alone, and I also didn't need to be in no clubs. I didn't need to be some old-ass man out, snatching booty off the pole and just bringing random chicks to my crib because the game is open again, So I met this woman. We both faithful to each other. We've been together for 2 years. Yesterday was our 2nd-year anniversary. And
congrats.
Thank you. And, Zelly never asked to be here. I was a very married man with a very married woman, and we was living our life and she was living hers. So I just thank God for all of the laughter, all of the vibe, all the intimacy, all the jokes, all the, popping pimples on my face and, rubbing me down in the bathtub and cooking for me and saying, baby, let's watch a movie. Like, everything that she bring and has brought into my life was never there before she got here. And so the choice to say, have you healed? Stay alone until you've healed? I ain't With none of that. I'm in therapy.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
I'm in therapy. Me and my girl is in therapy. And we just out living our life. I'm not a walking, living time bomb, and she ain't either, but she was fresh out of a situation just like me. So I think the love that we brought into each other's life and the timing couldn't be better.
Well, I'm glad you said the therapy
She
part.
is a part of the beauty of my pain.
He wasn't my type at all. My type is actually Paul Walker recipes.
What more do you want from me?
He wasn't my type at all. And my type is not white. I'm just saying I was more interested in
touch me.
Paul and every Fast and Furious.
Don't touch me.
And even when I met him, I was like, he's
touch
kind of old.
See, Tyrese still think he got that old baby boy look from about 20 years ago, honey. He still think that he got that old chiseled model body look, honey. Child, you're a little older now, bruh. I know that was a hard gut punch to the stomach. She said, well, you're kind of old. Like, goddamn.
I just like his smile. It's pretty cool.
This one
His
really
personality
just went really bad, really fast.
His personality was okay, but
I'm getting off live.
He didn't understand the Instagram model thing, so he would always talk down. He wasn't my type at all. My type is actually no.
I'm done.
No.
No, don't touch me. So you wanted the homie. Models. You didn't want me.
I never said I wanted the homie. I just said he was cuter.
You said I'm old.
You know all this already. I wasn't your type either, so relax. And so now we're here. It's like an actual somewhat of a love story, which is crazy because I didn't know that
No, I'm done.
No,
don't touch me. So you wanted the homie. Models. You didn't want. Ejectocito, cuz! Ejectocito, cuz! Ejectocito! What more do you want from me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know all this already. I wasn't your type either, so relax. And so now we're here. It's like an actual somewhat of a love story. I didn't know.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living and loving life.
Woo, child, that was a whole lot between the excerpts from the lead attorney, oh my God, and the other excerpts of Tyrese taking L after L. Honey, they are just joking and joning on him. But in all seriousness, though, if I were his girlfriend, honey, I would exit stage left. There's no way that I would stay with a man, and I know he's still in love with his ex. I don't care how much damn money he has, unless she's just looking for a lick and a come up. Who knows? But let's kind of fast forward and kind of put this thing to bed a little bit and come to an end. Let's see what Samantha Lee is up to. So it seems like after court proceedings and she got awarded that huge judgment for child support. Oh my goodness. Girlfriend has been praying to the Lord. She says, stop stressing. I will get you through this. God, okay? She been posting scripture. And honey, as you can see, I am losing my voice and I'm not going to read all that. But you can blow it up. You're welcome to read it yourself. She does say you don't always have to tell your side of the story. Time will. And she says, dear God, when life gets difficult, remind me where my strength comes from. Amen. All right. You never know what goes on between closed doors. And I guess honey said, you know what? I have had enough of this Negro here. And we all know that Tyrese is highly emotional, okay? He's had breakdowns in the past on social media, and it's gone viral. We all are aware of that. And Miss Samantha, his preference or whatever, I guess a girlfriend says, you know what? I don't give a damn if you're an actor a singer or Black Jesus, Negro, I'm out of here. So y'all check out what she's up to now. I didn't realize she had a YouTube channel with 150,000 plus followers. I guess, she kind of gives relationship advice and does reaction videos. But anyway, check out a couple snippets. Drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. All right. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
All right, y'all. Why do some women leave when men hit rock bottom? Let's get into it. Y'all heard this quote and it resonated with me. So much so that I'm going to say it twice. A woman's loyalty is tested when her man has nothing. A man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. I'm going to run it back. A woman's loyalty is tested when her man has nothing. A man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. Let that resonate.
Men got to stop contradicting ourselves, bro. Like, if we claim that we want a certain type of woman, that's the type of woman that we need to be uplifting loudly, not just quietly, not going online and, liking every picture from the OnlyFans chick and then you don't even post your girl on your page. You literally got dudes in relationships you have never seen a woman before, but you see his name under every picture from a chick who half naked. So, like, what type of message is that sending? All our time, energy, and effort needs to go to the type of women that we would take serious. But fact is that a lot of men don't do that. Messaging is very important if we want to change what it is that we see outside. And men claim that they want to see less of women showing their ass on the timeline. They claim they want to see less makeup and less wigs and less extension. Well, then you got to uplift the women who out here moving like that. Loudly, I repeat. Or you just got to sit down and shut up